Hey YouTube, it's your beekeeper here. We're back working on the 1988 Yamaha Terrapro. I have a stator, got off of eBay for 38 bucks to my door. Set that down. You see we got some rain. So let's get this thing uncovered and man, let's see if we can get some spark. All right, so the plan of attack. Get this CDI unit plugged in. We will get this new stator installed and pickups. I went and just replaced everything. You can buy just the pickups. However, I do. I know my other stator is good. If you remember the video where I had it running, this thing actually charged and everything worked well. It was just that broken wire apparently in the pickup, I'm hoping. So let me get this thing reinstalled and I'll bring you back here in just a few minutes. Alright, we got the stator in. Side of the engine reassembled. Nope, that probably belongs there. Let's go ahead and get her on her feet. Well, that went about as expected. Idiot. Knocked toolboxes everywhere. My toolbox. Alright, we're going to get everything plugged in, get the CDI plugged in, and let's see if we have spark. Fingers crossed. Okay. I know it may look like a gobble of goo here. But I'm going to set you down and see if we have spark. The only thing this stator was not exactly the same as the old stator is that the green and white, which is AC power that comes out of the stator, didn't have the correct plug. The old one was red and white with a green stripe, so I just temporarily hooked it together. This is AC voltage, if I remember, not this way, this way. AC voltage if I'm not mistaken, and I'm making an assumption that the white wire with the green stripe coincides with the green wire coming out of the stator, I think. AC voltage is not as important as DC voltage, but everything's just kind of laid out here. Let me set you guys there. Now, let me make sure everything's plugged in. I think we've got everything. Everything's just kind of out, and it's a mess right now, and it's irritating, but I'm the kind of guy that'll put it all back together and then realize after I put it back together that I need to take it apart. So I'm trying to learn. Let's make sure everything's out of the way. It's not going to start, but let's see if it sparks. And just because, I'm going to see if it'll spark me. Turn the key on. Okay, I'm holding the plug. No, I'm scared. Come on, baby, work. Oh, good golly. Let me tuck everything back together, put a little fuel in this thing and see if we can get it to fire. And then we'll conclude the video with that. But I need to put this spaghetti back together. Alright, see what happens. So I'm impatient. I was going to wait, get everything hooked up proper. I need new fuel line because the old fuel line is cracked and it like super shrunk. So I got some clear vinyl tubing here. Hopefully we won't light this thing on fire. Just going to put some fuel in it. Lighting is horrible right now. We're on. charging. You gotta remember that tiny little stator's dumping into a car battery that's weak right now. See, it's dropping off. So my plan right now is I've got the soldering iron warming up. I'm gonna solder and heat shrink this power lead here that didn't correspond to the new stator. Double check that everything runs, and then start buttoning this harness back up, zip ties and whatnot. That's for the seat switch. So that's actually got to come out around through here. Yeah. And then we're going to work on getting the body back on here, get the air filter and air box back on here. Getting some lights going on this thing, getting the winch mounted on this thing. And then maybe, if everything goes well this weekend as well, I can get the snowplow, last but not least, the snowplow fitted onto this guy. And we'll go from there. So see how far we can get. I'm going to get a little bit of footage before it gets dark, because I'm going to get a light out here and keep working. Of course, this thing came with all the pieces just kind of in a pile, not one screw matched. And probably 2/3 of the screws were gone. So look through my inventory. I've got a bunch of metric screws and putting all new hardware. Underneath here I've got new brake lights. I'm an idiot, I was looking right at the brake. I did wire the brake light because I am going to replace this. I put new power cables because I don't plan on running a lawn tractor battery in here because I want to run the winch off the front. I'm going to put a milk crate somewhere around here on the rear rack and stick a car battery in there. That one right there, out of an old Civic. That works pretty good. Just gives me more amperage when I want to run that winch. I've got all my grounds tied in. You probably can't see anything, it's pretty dark right now, but I'm going to keep moving forward on this. Put the rack on, the seat will go on, and then tomorrow, which will probably be the end of today because I need to put this stuff away, it's getting dark, and I'm going to see if I can figure out how I'm going to plate out the front here to put the winch. Oh yeah. Okay, this is how we're going to leave it for tonight. It's just dark and it's cold. Cold for me, it's probably in the low 40s right now. I can see my breath. Everything's bolted in, screwed in, like I mentioned before. We got all matching hardware, the proper stuff. Oh yeah. Got a working taillight. I'd show you, but I haven't done the terminal ends on the new battery cables. I suspect off this, anyway, we're going to deal with the front end. I suspect off this back rack I'm going to put milk crate. See those milk crates? I'm going to put one on either side with the center open so I can drop things in this little toolbox here, the old battery box. I don't know, I'll make that decision in the daylight tomorrow. But it actually starting to look like a quad again. That is awesome. I'm going to wrap this video up for tonight. We'll bring you back tomorrow, and maybe we'll make this a new video. We'll see. All right, gotta go, gotta run.